historic site where Tennessee Williams was born. This used to be the rectory at the Episcopal Church, and supposedly $300,000 worth of work have recently been done. They've replaced the porch. They've put a synthetic porch on top, which I think is probably a good thing long term. They didn't really scrape, as you can see. They just kind of slapped paint over these old pillars, slapped some mud places. But here's my concern. If they're done, that porch railing's not in very good shape. It's rotted. You can see the chip and rot there. This kind of shakes. I don't know if they're just going to paint over the rot. Nails sticking out and all kinds of stuff. But all of the preventative security stuff has been removed from around the front. It looked like police tape or whatever, but anyways, it's all gone. And they've painted things. So what's interesting is they painted that yellow and then left it white to here for some reason, but some sort of conduit, probably for that camera right there. There are a few things that I find kind of, for the amount of money they spent, I hope they're going to touch up some of this paint that they've really dorked up when they repainted over here, because they had to pull all this off because this has all been painted one time in the renovation. And then I found the report from the engineer that said the sill beams were rotten, and I started making a stink about it. And so finally they had to address it, and cost them a whole lot more money. But after they'd already painted all this, they had to repaint this section because they had to pull it all off. And then they've done some caulking up under here that's kind of, well, this caulking, y'all, it's not the best. It's certainly not tidy, and they definitely haven't fixed the paint over it. Maybe they're going to touch it up. I don't know. Then they painted over the ledge here when they painted this. I don't know. If this were my house, I'd be coming back and asking questions and making them clean up stuff. But here, they've just spent $300,000 to fix this building, and they fixed the porch, and they had scaffolding up to hold this roof line up while they fixed these pillars, because this pillar was sinking. But what's interesting is that's rotten up there. And when it rains, well, first of all, hopefully they'll come back and reattach that copper rain gutter to the rain pipe. But the bigger thing is when it rains, all along this gutter, the reason why that paint's chipped off is because the roof line is not flush and to the gutter, and so the rain falls between the gutter and the roof line, and it's rotting all that wood up there and pulling the paint off. So that's all the way around. But it doesn't look like, I mean, they've already taken down all the scaffolding, so clearly they don't plan to go up and fix that. And that's some pretty tacky mud right there that they've left from caulking. So, yeah, I think this porch roof, it's a good thing they went with a synthetic porch, and it's finally canted the right direction. But what I find really tacky is that all of the fascia board on the roof line never got repainted. For all that money they spent on repainting this building, they didn't repaint the trim on the front. The paint's just cracked and peeling and falling off, and yeah, it looks pretty shoddy on the front. But I guess that's what $300,000 of state money will buy you today. though I'm kind of surprised. And as you can see, the railing needs painting. This particular post hasn't been repainted. It just looks like it's all been kind of slapped on and given a lick and a promise. I hope the inside looks better. I tell you what, if I were the project coordinator on this, they would never have pulled down the scaffolding yet. They'd still be up here working. But we'll see. It's supposed to all be done by November 2nd. There was absolutely, as you can see, there's no real scraping that's been done on this building. So all this new paint, green, is going to crack, and all up there, that's all going to crack and fall off and chip and peel. So I guess they had to cut corners somewhere, and we'll see what happens. Come winter, we'll start seeing a difference. It won't be shiny and new. It'll start showing the flaws of the work that's been done. Now, looks like maybe they repainted the porch here. In the meantime, I think, gosh, I hope they plan to put back up these rain gutters, because it's just laying there. We shall see. We shall see. Because look, this is already coming up. That's brand new. I could peel that off. If you look, it moves. It's all one sheet. That is coming up on all sides. I don't want to pull on it. Same over here. They just painted over the rot. Well, I guess you get what you pay for when you hire someone like Nancy Carpenter to be in charge of a project like this. What a shame. Well, that's it from the Tennessee Williams Home and Welcome Center. Let's just hope it doesn't fall in anytime soon. Until next time.